The number of sales and all the numbers for North Routt seem to be almost the exact opposite of South Routt, but it's still kind of leaning in the same direction. Hi, I'm John James. This is John James with the James team at Remax Partners with another edition of the Steamboat Market Update. And as I said before, touching into the North Routt area. And the numbers are a little different from what we saw in South Routt last week, but there might be some reasons for that. So let's dive in and kind of give you a little bit of context on what we're seeing. So to start off, as usual, we'll start off with the median sold price, which was $664,000. That is down 20.5% from the $835,000 in April 2019. Now, there could be a number of reasons for this. The main thing is that there are, a number of ranches, a little bit bigger ranches up around the North Routt area. You get a couple of those. That's going to skew that median sales price, even with adjusting for an average sale price. So that's probably the biggest thing, and you can tell from this that is pretty close to the case, is because the number of sales were up from April of last year. In fact, there were 33 sales compared to 27 from last year, and that is up 22.2%. So that tells me there's a number of units that sold. That many more came on there, and the sales volume also kind of reflects that as well. There were a lot more sales for a lot less, and the total sales volume was still up considerably. It was 41,226,000, and that's up 24.8% over the 33 million, roughly 33 million from April of 2019. So there you start to see how those three kind of combine together when you start to look at median sold price, number of sales, and sales volume. They kind of coincide a little bit differently. One could be up, two could be down, and vice versa. Those always seem to work pretty well together. Days on market. This is another substantial change, and this was 67 days on market. And that's bigger than what you see in Steamboat, where it's usually it was right around 49 or so. But this is down 50% from 134 last year. So the number of days on market cut in half, which is completely different from the trend we've seen in the other segments of the market. What we also see is the month supply. Month supply is actually up a little bit. Is 9.7 months, and that's up 15.5% from the 8.4 months in April of 2019. This one, again, if you're looking at it, it does take a little bit longer to sell in North Routt, and it's just taking that much more time to, get rid of all of that inventory. Fact that we have a little bit, slightly more inventory than last year. The active listings, they were up 3.6%. Really, the actuality, it's up 1 from last year. So it was 28 last year, 29 this year, but that is a 3.6% change. And also getting into the sales to list price ratio. This is where you're getting a little bit more for your money. The sales to list price ratio is 96%. So it's sold for only 4% off of what it was listed for, and that's up half a percentage from the same time last year. I don't have the numbers for the price reductions for this segment of the market because it didn't really give me that option, or for the back on market for the COVID stats. But what we can see is that the number of pending listings, that went down by 25%. So it was 40 last year, 30 this year. That, is a very nominal COVID stat. There's not too many people going out to see properties, so it was harder to get things under contract. So we might see maybe a little bit lower numbers for May. Depends on how much went along in May. But let me get back to a couple other COVID stats, and first with the number of sales. They were equal to what it was in March. So it was kind of a flat line there for February, March, April. It was very, very steady. And that's actually pretty good news, because compared to last year, March to April, that dropped 3.5%. Same with the sales volume, is that the sales volume was relatively equal to March, and that's compared to being up 7% in April of last year. So, a little bit higher bump last year, and I think that's actually 0.7%. My math. So only a fraction there, 0.7%, not 7%. But that tells you that it didn't really affect North Routt nearly as much. I mean, you saw South Routt have a big flurry, but that could also be a factor of that North Routt they tend to melt off a little bit more snow later than South Routt does. South Routt melts off really quickly. So that could be something to keep in mind. All right, I got one more, and that's going to be pretty much West Routt, essentially Hayden, and kind of the Cog area, and also around 20 Mile. See what happened for that. Since it's near the end of the month, I'm just going to be starting this back up again for May, all next week. So, if you have any questions, please give me a call, 970-846-0797. Email me at johnjames@jamesteamsteamboat.com. Great to have you taking a look, and hope to see you soon. Take care. Hey, everybody. I am really happy that you got a chance to take a look at this. If you want to get these updates on a regular basis on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that little bell so you know when these updates drop. I'm trying to do these on a much more regular basis, so I'm trying to get it out there as much as possible so you have the information you need to make the decisions about either buying a home here in Steamboat or whether it's time to sell. So again, like and subscribe, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.